Hi students, here are some reminders before we start our online class. Do not forget to write your solution. Fill in the student information box of your notebook. And do not forget to leave a comment after watching our online class video. Thank you very much. Keep learning and be safe. Hi everyone, it's the second day of our week 9. I'm teacher Darnie, and today we are going to continue our discussion about decimals. So for last week we discussed about how to convert fractions to decimals. Yesterday we discussed about rounding of decimals to the nearest whole number, and today we are going to have a continuation of our topic, and today we are going to discuss about rounding of decimals to the nearest tenths place. Okay, so before we continue, let's have first our objectives, and that is for you to be able to round off decimals to the nearest tenth. Okay, and at the end of this discussion, of course, you have to answer activity number 20. Okay, now let's have first our vocabulary for today. We have the following words. First, rounding off. Again, rounding off. Next, we have round up. Again, round up. Next, round down. Again, round down. The last one, we have nearest tenth. Nearest tenth. So some of the words are you're actually familiar with, and we are going to use these words in our discussion. Now let's have a quick review first of our lesson. What do you mean by rounding up? So again, rounding off, it means a number is made simpler by keeping its value intact but closer to the next number. Again, rounding off, it means a number is made simpler by keeping its value intact but closer to the next number. So again, when we say rounding off, it's making the numbers more it's like shorter perhaps, but the value of the number is at least very near when we make it more simple or simpler. Now let's discuss first rounding of decimals to the nearest tenths place. When we say tenths place, meaning we have one decimal place or one decimal number. Okay, now let's have this example. 254.42. Again, decimals has two parts. The left side we have the whole numbers, and on the right side we have the decimal numbers. Do not forget, they are separated by what we call the decimal point. Okay, now in order for us to round off decimals to the nearest tenths place, we need to identify the digit on the tenths place. Okay, so that's the first one. So in this example, our digit is number 4. Okay, so we have here 4 on the 10th place. Now, we are going to check the number on its right side. In this example, the number on the right side is number 2 or digit 2. Now take note, we have this, we discussed this one already yesterday, that if the digit is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, we are going to round down. Okay? If the digit is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we are going to round it up. Now, in this example, since our digit is number 2, the digit on the right side is number 2, so therefore we are going to round down. Again, the digit on the hundredths place is 2, so therefore we are going to round down. Round down meaning the number on the tenths place will be the same. We are not going to change. And the digits on the right side will then be changed into 0. So we have 254.40. Now in decimals, we don't need to write that. If the numbers on the digits on the right side, they are all 0, so we don't need to write 0. So in this example, we are going to write 254.4. Okay, so again, 254.42 is approximately equal to 254.4. Again, this is read as approximately equal to. Do not forget our equal sign and the wavy sign, they are not the same. This one is equal to, and the other one, this is read as approximately equal to. Again, 254.42 is approximately equal to 254.4. So again, you could actually see that the process is just the same. Yesterday we checked the tens place. Now we check the hundreds place because we are rounding it off to the nearest tenths place. Okay, now let's use again the number line method here. So again, we have 254.42 is approximately equal to blank. So again, we're going to write our first number here using one decimal place. So we have 254.4, and on the right side we have 254.5. Again, it's from 254.4, we're just going to add 0.1, so that is 254.5. Now, let's write the exact position of our number, which is 254.42. So if we're going to write it down, we are going to write it here. This is the exact position of this number. And of course, our midpoint. Again, our midpoint is on the middle, on the center of our number line. So here, this is our midpoint. So again, if you're confused, here's the complete breakdown of the number. We have 254.40, 0.41, 0.42, 0.43, 0.44, 0.45 until 0.49, and then we have 0.50. Okay, so you could see here that 254.42 is very near to 254.4. Okay, so it's near. So therefore, if the digit or the number is near to the nearest tenths place, therefore we are going to round it down. Okay, so instead of writing 254.42, therefore, since we are going to round it down, our answer will be 254.4. Okay, so that is just the same with the first process that we did. Okay, now let's have another example. Here we have 399.77. Again, let's try to write, let's complete our answer, or let's answer this using the number line that we have here. The first one, we're going to write the number 399.7. Okay, again, that's the tens place, with the tens place. And then the next, we're going to round it up. We have 399.8. Okay, now let's write the exact position of our number, and we're going to write it here. Take note that our midpoint is in this section, in this point. Now you could see here that 399.77 is actually nearer to 399.8. Okay, so therefore, since 399.77 is near to this number, therefore we are going to round up. Okay, so our answer will now then be 399.8. Again, take note, you don't need to write 399.80. Okay, you can erase the 0 and just write 399.8. That is just the same if you're going to write 399.80. Okay, so that is just the same. Next, let's have another example. Here we have 105.55. Let's try to write the first number. We have 105.5, and the next one, that would be 105.6. If we're going to write down our number, it's on the midpoint. So 105.55 is written here. It's on the midpoint. So therefore, if our digit or our number is on the midpoint, we're going to round up or round down. We are going to round up. Okay, again, 105.55 is at the midpoint of 105.5 and 105.6. So therefore, we are going to round up to the nearest tenths place. So therefore, our answer will be 105.6. Okay, I think this is very easy because we already discussed this one yesterday. I mean, the process is the same. This time we are going to round off the number to the tenths place. So that is one place value. Now let's have another example. We have here 174.42. So again, let's check our tens place. We have digit 4, this one, the green one. And if we check the number on the right side, on the hundreds place, that is 2. So again, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, round down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, round up. So since this is 2, so therefore we are going to round down. We are not going to change our tenths place, the digit on the tenths place. So our answer will be 174.4. Okay? Now, let's have another example. We have here 95.75. So again, let's check our tens place. We have 7. And the next digit on the right, we have 5. Round up or round down? That is, of course, that is round up. So since the digit is 5, we are going to round up to the nearest tenths place. So instead of, since our tenths place is 7, we're going to add 1. Okay, so add 1 plus 1. So 95.7 plus 0.1, that would be 95.8. So our final answer is 95.8. Now, let's have this one again. 999.99. Take note that our 10th place, that is 9. So we're going to check the number on the right, that is also 9. So therefore, we are going to add 0.1, or we're going to add 1 to the 10th place. So if we're going to add 9, therefore that will be 0 carry 1. So that will be equal to 1,000. Okay, so 999.99 is approximately equal to 1,000. Okay, so that is very, very easy. Now let's answer your activity number 20. So this is just the same with activity number 19. Okay, just be reminded that this is on the 10th place. So again, you're going to write your answer on the worksheet and your solution on the two solution papers. So again, you have 3 papers. We have 1 worksheet and 2 solution papers. Okay, now let's discuss first letter A. This is already bonus, so we have here 5.23 is approximately equal to blank. So first, you're going to write the number. Okay, so that is 5.20. And then the next one, we're going to write 5.30. So check 5.2, that is the first 10th place. And the next 10th place would be 5.3. Okay, now we're going to write the number on our midpoint. So therefore, we have 5.25. So that is the number on the midpoint. Now let's write the exact position of 5.23. Take note, we have 5.20, 5.21, 5.22, and here we have 5.23. So this is the exact position of the number. So we're going to write 5.23 is nearer to 5.2. Okay, and then we are going to write our answer here. 5.23 is approximately equal to 5.2. Then do not forget to write your answer, of course, on your worksheet. So here you are going to write 5.2 in your worksheet. Okay, so that's it. That's how you are going to answer your activity number 20. If you have questions, do not forget to send a message through Line or any other messaging app. You can contact us, your teacher, anytime of the day. If you have question, feel free to contact us. Do not ask your friend. Okay, so once again, that is how we round off numbers to the nearest tenths, and that ends our discussion for today. Again, do not forget, keep learning, everyone, and be safe. Of course, stay at home. Once again, thank you very much. Have a nice day, everyone.